So welcome to another video, and today we're going to be doing a full day of eating. Now I've started my cut, so we're actually only eating about 2,000 calories per day. Started a cut about 2 weeks ago, and to be honest I'm just taking it as aggressively as possible. And right now I'm about 3 pounds down, which is good. So it's now about 9 o'clock, and I'm going to be having my first meal, which is going to be really simple. Throughout this day, just on protein, veggies, and a little bit of carbs, because it's Friday, which means we're going to be having takeout later on tonight. So we'll be almost like banking all our calories throughout the day. Now, during this week, I've actually not been eating until about noon, especially yesterday or like the day before, it was like 1 o'clock. But today we're going to be training a little bit earlier than what I'm used to. We're just going to have a little bit of something just to sort of keep us going by. And then we're going to have a small lunch again with protein. And then again, the biggest sort of bank of calories is going to be around dinner time. So literally, we are just having a pot of yogurt, probably about 100 grams of blueberries and 100 grams of strawberries. This is breakfast. See Kara staring at me. This is breakfast. This is breakfast. I've just focused on calories so far. And to be honest, I'm not really worried about like carbs or fat ratio at this point. Right now I'm just focusing on 2,000 calories. Around that, even that I'm relatively flexible, right? I might go to 1,900, I might go to like 2,200, right? I'm not really worried. But protein wise, we're just aiming for 200 grams of protein. So we're gonna enjoy this. Like I said, I don't tend to eat breakfast very often during a cut because I prefer to bank my calories for the evenings. But like I said, we're gonna be training in the next hour or two, so we need something just to fuel. We have legs today. We are working, it is Friday, but no meetings, which is great. We have a cup of tea, and I will see you in the next clip. Ethan woke up from his nap. So we are done with our morning chunk of the work at 10 to 11. So I'm going to go get dressed, get sorted, and then we're going to train. The legs. This is not going to be fun. But it is at the same time.
Hi, Reggie.
So, we are all warmed up. Time for our first working set, which is going to be Bulgarian split squats. So we're doing 3 sets of those. Then we'll go into 1 set of reverse lunges, alternating, supersetting into like dumbbell squats, and then into bodyweight squats, so like a brutal finisher. And then we finish on some hamstring slides for our hamstrings. So workout's about to get started. In here I've got 5 grams of creatine, beta alanine, citrulline malate, and whey isolate from my protein. We are in week 3 of training, so progress wise the goal right now is just to beat reps on every single exercise across most, if not all, sets. We don't have a lot of weight to play with. We're capped at 22.5 kilogram dumbbells, and so the only way in which we can progress is really just by adding reps. All right, okay, let's get going. So as Karish does her sock, we are going out for a little walk. Given it's Friday, pretty much finished work early, which was nice. Just a few bits left to go. So we've trained. Unfortunately, the camera died mid-training, so I didn't manage to record the whole session. And we've had meal number 2. We're going out getting a few steps. And we're probably not going to eat that much until later on. I might just have a protein shake and that'll be it for the remainder of today until we have our dinner later on tonight. Grayson's got his big boy hat.
Grayson.
Grayson.
Hi.
Ah yes, news on the old house or home situation. We have completed officially. No.
Completions.
Scratch that. We have exchanged contracts. And we get the keys March 1st, so that is in 9 days, which is exciting. So yeah, B&Q tomorrow. Jason having a splish bath. So here is tonight's meal. We have plain rice and chicken tikka main. So very easy to track, not cooked in a lot of sauce as well. So ideal cutting food right here. Reason for this is, one, it's easier to track. 2, I know it's not been cooked in a ton of sauce. Like the rice is just plain rice, so that's a normal meal. And the chicken is just literally just cooked in herbs. Like I'm not actually over stressing around how many calories is actually in this. So I've not weighed out the chicken, I've not weighed out the rice. I'm just estimating. If I'm a little bit over, I'm a little bit over. So you'll see the calories probably up here for this meal, including the chips that you see here and the poppadom, which is right here. The great thing about this diet that I'm doing right now is I don't have a timeline. So if I eat a little bit more one day, it's not going to be too much of a big deal. And because I've got so much fat to lose, and I'm only 2 weeks into the diet, I can probably get away without being too accurate. It's only when like I'm really struggling to lose weight that I would have to start weighing food and being a bit more meticulous. But right now, that's just going to be added stress, so there really is no point. So yeah, so I'm going to enjoy this before it gets cold, and I will see you when we eat the next meal, which is going to be a little bit more interesting than this. So final meal for tonight is My Protein Carb Crusher and Ripple. This is a theme with no matter what I'm eating or what my diet looks like, is I will always save a good chunk of calories for some sort of chocolate or sweet tooth, like sweet thing, just because I have a sweet tooth. One thing you'll notice, and I'll put the calories for that here, one thing you'll notice throughout the day is that I don't have a ton of vegetables or a ton of high volume foods. Quite simply, that's just because I don't feel the need to have that right now. My appetite isn't that high. As the diet goes on and I get a little bit leaner, I will start to introduce more of those, and you'll start to see me be a bit more meticulous over my nutrition, weighing things a little bit better, and just including more vegetables. But right now I can sort of get away with losing weight whilst estimating, not worrying too much about getting tons of volume in my food to feel full. So I'm sort of taking the easy road whilst it's there. So yeah, that's capped off the day. Nutritionally for the day, I think calorie wise we're at 1,980 calories, and then at 220 grams of protein. So managed to get more of my protein than I was expecting within my calories, which was good. So yeah, hopefully you found this video insightful or useful in some way, maybe just to show that you can get a lot of protein in a low calorie diet. And yeah, I will see you in the next video.